So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Allen.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 20.
Harris will start the drive out.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run again with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Third and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Pickett sets up play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Back to throw. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Completes this one to Pickens. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 27. Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
On the delay, here's Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They start the drive with Cook. And down he'll go at the 25.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen going to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Pickett.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Harris running straight ahead, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play?
He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 41, here's second down and 3.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 6.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Again, it's Harris. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen going to try and keep it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Try to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Back to throw. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they can't bring him down. And then he goes with a juke.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
And Diggs will have a Bills 1st down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Here's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Third and 5.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy from 4 yards out. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Watch the screen. 58, the money.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Pickett now on 1st down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Allen throwing on second down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Allen to throw once more. And complete right side to Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
To the air, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be caught by Hardy. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
46 to mine. 46 to mine.
And again, it's Allen. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports